Top of the evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. The news by Shanewz. I just want to check my levels, man. I'm gonna go in tonight because the numbers ain't adding up, man. You know, a lot of these guys. I wanna talk about this Tank Davis, Frank Martin $1 million worth of game interview. But more importantly, I want to, we need answers tonight, man. We really need answers, man. Because I've been watching, right? I've been watching with a close visual, right? A close visual of the YTC and the stagnation. Stagnating, right? Stagnating, right? A lot of motherfuckers be on this internet, right? And they want to be supporters of boxing. They're content creators. They got channels. They congregate and kick it with other content creators, right? Some of these guys are very alleged. You gotta say alleged, man, because the cat is out the bag now, right? These guys are supposed to be big certified channels, right? But yet a small channel like me, who is attempted to be ignored, right? Because I don't really have too many people that listen to me when I go live, right? But yet I have been able to grow. Unlike a lot of these other guys that are supposed to be bigger than me, supposed to be more successful than me, but yet I have been able, not only myself, but my family as well, have been able to grow and show that growth via media work, management consulting work, just everything, photography, just overall, right? And I say to myself, how is this possible if I'm on YouTube all the time and YouTube is supposed to be where it's at, right? YouTube is supposed to be where all the connections and networking, because this is what the LDBC guys and the channels over there that claim to run boxing and do all these things, right? But yet, and these other guys too, it's just not an LDBC thing, so don't think I'm just singling them out tonight. It's all these certified big channels. These moving other needles, right? But yet, when you start dissecting what they actually do in real life in boxing, they don't really do nothing. They're like every other channel that's just going live, like me right now, in their room or their office that they set up, giving an opinion on boxing or speaking on boxing. But what do they actually do? I'll tell you what they do. They have been scammers and frauds for quite some time. And that's how a channel like myself has been able to not only come on here and continue to talk shit, or like Bill Haney would say, pop it, but also show it. Now, the reason why I can show it because I do it. How many of your favorite content creators, right? And we got to go back to the fight, man, the big fight. Everybody's still talking about the fight. They want to push the narrative now that Devin Haney is one of the most hated fighters. People hate him. I don't. That narrative doesn't fit him no more, man. Nobody's hating on him. Now he's being hated on. No, nobody's hating on him. It is what it is. He's not being hated on. He had a bad performance against a guy who was on some PEDs, and it is what it is, man. His jaw's broke, but it's not broke, but it's swollen. No one is hating on him. Devin's all right, man. Devin's young. He just, it wasn't his night. And I quote him, he just felt overmatched. He felt overmatched. Shit happens sometimes, it's not always your night. Everybody can't be Floyd and undefeated underneath the bright lights. If you caught that sauce, man, smash the like button. I see there's 3 people up in here. There's 3 people up in here. One thing about me, I haven't been on today because I don't have time to be stagnated, man. And I just felt like YouTube boxing was stagnating me, period. Um, and that's why, you see, I gotta move around, man. I'm cool. I like coming on here, sharing information, things of that nature. But as far as just sitting on here and speaking on deaf ears, because that's what I do. I speak on deaf ears. That's what they say, right? That's what the successful YouTubers say. I speak on deaf ears, but I could pull receipts of the things that I have done all over the game, right? I think a lot of these guys speak on deaf ears, right? Facts, Christopher. Shout out to my guy Christopher White in the building. He said, "Ain't nobody hating on Devin." Facts. No, why? Listen, that's those weirdos, man. The ones that Bill Haney done pimped out already. He done pimped out so many content creators that these niggas is just weird now, man. They're weird, strange, and goofy. It's a whole bunch of niggas and bitches. Part of my language tonight. Yeah, they just weird. How is anybody hating on Devin? You know what it is? You guys been running bullshit narratives about Devin for so long, right? And now that Dev, ran into a jigsaw, a cheat saw, whatever you want to call it, but it's deeper than that, man. Because the man was getting hit with the same punch. Now, granted, maybe Ryan was the whatever he took kicked in, and that's why the punch was so fast, and they didn't make the adjustments and all of that. But man, listen, it's deeper than that, man. And you guys could say that people are hating on him and all this. Nobody's hating on Dev, man. So I guess Javante Davis is hating on him, right? Did you hear Javante Davis' statement yesterday, right? But see, what I like about Tank Davis? Tank Davis doesn't give a fuck. And when I say he doesn't give a fuck, Tank Davis says what a lot of people say behind the scenes. But he has the spotlight on him and the microphone, he says it, right? Now, contrary to what you guys want to believe and think and talk about on a YTC, which really does not matter in boxing, but the actual industry people who laugh at the YTC are pretty much saying what Tank Davis said. Tank Davis said, and I know you guys heard this statement, right? Tank Davis said that he waited for them to announce that Ryan was dirty to go on SportsCenter and make his statement. And isn't that what he did, right? Too bad he didn't go to none of you guys' channels, right? You guys that say he's being hated on. And neither did Bill. Bill has a great interview coming out on Vlad TV. Somebody who Dame Dash would call Culture Vulture. But Bill did it for the community. So he went over to Vlad TV. He didn't go to none of you guys, none of you, his homeboys, right, from the community. He didn't go to Blue. He didn't go to the 7-8 guy. He didn't go to BF. But you guys be on here, I talked to Bill. Bill is pimping the shit out you niggas, man. You niggas is coolies, man. You niggas is some internet grown-ass coolies. You guys know what a coolie is? I'm using the wrong term. See, I'm trying to switch it up, man. I don't want to offend people and call them weirdos, man. So I call them coolies, man. How's that, man? These guys are coolies, man. But that's what this internet consists of, man. Like, and studies show that, right? That's why you get all these guys, they're characters, right? I think I want to change my name, right? And Christopher, if you're still in here, catch this vibe, catch this source, right? I think I want to put a different title on my name now. I just don't want to be considered Sauce or Shanewz, man. Because I do go to the gyms, right? You do see me working with fighters. I gotta change I gotta come with a different character name, man. Because you have all these guys on the internet that they have their boxing characters on YouTube. And they don't even check off a lot of the description boxes for the names that they have in the titles. They don't have it. Like, if you're media, right? That's why, I have the company, Showtime Shanewz Media. I think I check off that box, right? I might want to just say, yo, shop consulting. Think that works too, because you have heard my name being mentioned and deals being made. Shop coach, right? Christopher, you're still in here. Could I use the coach tag too? And I forget the gentleman's name that was in my live the other day and asked me, do I coach? Well, could y'all call me Coach Shanewz? How does that sound, man? Could I be considered a coach? Haven't I put out receipts of me in the gym coaching? Right? Would you say that? Because we need answers tonight, man. We need answers, man. I just look at this YTC shit as just a big goofy coolie circus, man. Right? Can my name be Coach Sauce though? For real, man. I know I could be photographer Sauce, right? I know I could be photographer Sauce, right? Can I at least get that title? Photographer Sauce. What about Coach Sauce, man? I have worked a couple of corners. See, let me tell you something about boxing, right? For those of y'all, man, because y'all be on here calling people all kind of titles and names, and they can't show you none of the receipts of that, right? None of the receipts. But see, me on the other hand, they say I talk too much and I'm popping it, but I can actually pull up receipts. Not only me, but my family doing the things that I talk about. So is it fair to say that I could be considered Coach Sauce?
Setting it up, Coach. All right, let Jahar go now. Let Jahar go.
Man, Jihad is looking good, man. I'm gonna show you guys some footage of Jihad too in a second, right? But look at this picture right here, this frame right here. See, that's another thing. When I say, can I be called Coach Sauce, right? Look at Marley Tucker. Doesn't it look like I'm coaching in this picture right here? See, a lot of times you guys come on this internet and you guys are coolied the fuck out, coolied and dumbed out, right? That when somebody actually does things in boxing and they can show it and they come on the internet and they show it, and you're on the internet all day, every day, stagnated out, but hated out because you're hating. Right, you're hating on people that actually do things, and that's what YouTube consists of. Since we're talking about hate and people hating on Devin Haney, no, nobody's hating on Devin Haney. If people were hating on Devin Haney, he would have never just fought for millions of dollars at the Barclays Center. When somebody's hating on you, this is real hate. They don't acknowledge you. They try to pretend like the things that you do, you don't do. That's hating. So when you say people are hating on Devin, I don't think so. They've just fought for millions of dollars. Guys that aren't getting that opportunity, those guys are being hated on. Like I would say Antoine Russell. Would you say Antoine Russell is being hated on? This is a guy, what is he, 19-0, 19 KOs, but yet he has yet to fight for a world title. Now, is he being hated on? Thank you, Chris. Chris said, I know you teach. Well, each one teach one. I learned from these guys too. You see me on the speed bag. I learned that. The young guys showed me that. I was never good on the speed bag. You can't tell now though, right? You can't tell now, right? I go in there and act a fool on that speed bag, right? But each one teach one, man. Well, I would say Gary Antoine Russell is being hated on, right? When's the last time he fought, right? He's undefeated. Guys have been able to come in a weight class that he has been campaigning this whole time, right? Pay attention to what I'm giving you guys now, inside of gems, right? Because we're talking about hate and people being hated on. I think Gary Antoine Russell is being hated on. And the proof is in the pudding, right? That's what we say, the pudding, right? Because how does a guy who was 19-0, an Olympian, represented the country, has been campaigning at 140 for his whole career, right? Have a guy, check the vibes out now. Look, I want y'all to catch this. I'm giving y'all insider nuggets right here. This is insider nuggets. These other stagnating content creators be on here all day talking redundance and gibberish nonsense. But listen to this insider intel right here, because we're talking about fighters being hated on. Now, Gary Antoine Russell campaigned at 140 his whole career, decorated amateurs with wins over Boots Ennis and Richard Hitchison. A lot of heavy hitters in the game, right? But yet at 140, two guys who fought at 135 that lost at 135 were able to come up in his weight class that he has been campaigning in, fight for world titles and become world champions. Isaac Cruz won, and Rolly Romero. So when we talk about people being hated on, when you say Gary Antoine Russell is being hated on, because how did two guys lose to Tank Davis at 135, and yet both of them not only get title shots but become champions before a fighter who is 19-0 with 19 knockouts? The news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience, where we talk real boxing. You know, everybody talks boxing, but do they talk real boxing? Now, I know people would ask me about the fights last night. I'm not entertained about the fights, man. I was more entertained by the things that went outside of the fights. You know, Edgar Berlanga was out there. You know, Edgar got it on with Caleb Plant and also David Morrell. David Morrell and him had a little situation that's out there. Did you guys see that? See, those are the things that I was looking at, man. I really didn't, you know, Canelo's Canelo, man. You know, Jaime got the payday, and, you know, the fight was the fight, man. To me, it was, you know, Canelo, man. You know, I was more so of the other stuff like this, which I'm going to point out. Yesterday's press conference, right? The presser for Tank Davis and the guy that, you know, the ghost. You see Tank is GTD, TGB Promotions, right? Frank Martin is what? You know, it's 4 people in here, man. Just don't air hustle, man. You probably didn't even smash the like button, but answer the question. Frank Martin is what promotion? Who's Frank Martin promoting? Who's Frank promoting? I did a video on it today. A good video that a guy attempted to comment on. Probably was one of them. You know, who's Frank Martin promoting that? Come on now. Listen, if I don't scream on you guys and say smash my like button or refresh my super chat, the least you could do is answer the questions, man. We need answers tonight, man. We need answers. Who's Frank Martin's promoter, y'all? Come on, man. Come on. You niggas talk boxing every single day. And now when it's time to really talk some boxing, y'all don't want to talk boxing, man. You know why y'all don't want to talk boxing? Because you know the Source is about to light it up. Man, I miss those days. But maybe one day when I'm retired, I will light it up again, right? But shout out to everybody that knows me when I did light it up. Yes, man. Damn, thank you, Christopher. That's why you are definitely an executive producer. And you will definitely, I don't even call you a supporter. I call you somebody that is an investor, right? Is that a fair statement to say with me, Chris, right? You are an investor in my brand, in my children's brand. And I'm speaking on this because the reason why I go so hard at Earl Spence and Derek James and them is because they, unlike you being an investor, they were slanders of my brand, my name, and my legacy. And now they are out here, you know, suing one another. This guy is talking about, you know, he was living like a piece of shit. We don't want to hear that, bro. We don't want to hear that now. Just do what you do, right? But yes, that's who his promoter is. Where the fuck was he at, man? Yo, where was he, man? See, why is nobody talking about that, man? Right? Isn't your promoter, right? Didn't we see? Let's give you guys the backdrop for this, man, because a lot of y'all on here talking boxing for hours and hours talking about bullshit, man. Let's talk about some real shit, right? when Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney had their presses, right? Their promoters, Eddie Hearn, uh, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, where were they at, man? Where were they at, man? When they had the presser in NYC that I did not cover, I told you I was not covering it. But where were they at, though, man? Where was the promoters? Golden Boy is Ryan Garcia's promoter, and Devin Haney's promoter, co-promoter is Matchroom. Where were they at, y'all? Where were they at, Christopher? Where were they at, man? Were they there, Christopher? Were the promoters there on deck for the press conferences? But yet you said this guy right here, who is Frank Martin's promoter, was not in attendance. But he did drop an interview today or whatever with his tax lady. And she should have asked him, like, yo, why didn't you go support your fighter? You're the promoter, right? Aren't you promoting this card with him or underneath? Or, remember, do I have to pull up the the definitions, right? Remember when I did that months ago at the spot? Remember, I've been giving out gems for a long time in this boxing shit, man. As a content creator, free gems, man. Remember that? Remember those gems I gave out, man? When I said a promoter's job is to what? Finance everything. But yet Frank Martin's promoter, who probably didn't finance nothing, the press conference, none of that, was not in attendance. Why is that? You know why that is? Because the coach, him and the coach of Frank Martin, or what? They're having some sort of a legal battle, right? But you would think that the promoter would be there. But he did do an interview, and he spoke about, shit that he's been talking about forever in a day. And you still got these weirdo goofies out here defending him, mad at my content, man. You know what I say to those of y'all, and I wanted to say this on my platform instead of my comments when you commented, but I will tell you, suck your mother. Go suck your mother. Because can't no man disrespect me and my family, right? And then come on and admit to shit that I spoke about, that I was called a liar. I was called all of these things, right? By a whole bunch of weirdos. And I still haven't ran into a lot of y'all, man. I can't wait to run into some of y'all, man. And please don't say that I'm threatening you. Man, I just want to run into y'all, man. Because I want a lot of y'all that said some of these things about me on the internet to address me with those same acronyms and adjectives and things that you said about me on this internet. But like I said, a lot of y'all, if I do see y'all at these fights, y'all be low. You know what low is, right? You know when they say, yo, he got low, y'all be hiding, man. And a lot of y'all are like the rest of these other stagnated idiots. You don't even go to fights. You're just on the internet. You're not in the gyms. Like that picture right there. Shout out to Philly. This was in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Yes, we get around, man. We get around over here. We get down. Down, baby. We get down, baby. Down, baby. Down on the rainbow. Ready, let it go. Shimmy, Cocoa Pop. Listen to me now. Right? Light it up, pass it back, But Earl Spence wasn't in attendance, man. That's not a good look as the promoter, man. Has Bob Arum ever did some shit like that? I know Bob is old, man. But Bob may be excused because of his age, but I don't even think Bob gives it up like that. That's the promoter's job, man. Let me pull up the receipts, man, for y'all, man. Let me just go over here, man. We up tonight, man. I haven't given y'all. Well, I did give y'all. I haven't given y'all one of these at the crib, man. That's why I'm taking my time, man. I'm taking my time, man, for y'all, man. Right? Let's pull this up, man. Let's pull this up tonight, man. Please share the sauce, man. I'm gonna get on some shit and start clowning motherfuckers in a second, man. Cause I seen some goofy shit go on this weekend, man. Motherfuckers be real goofy. Yeah, motherfuckers be real goofy, right? They be real goofy out here, right? I see some guys. don't know what they was attempting to do, man. See, when guys try to pop out and do shit that they know they're not supposed to be doing, they just come off real goofy. Well, let's blow this up. As it says right here, let's read the definition. A promoter, a person or company that finances or organizes a sporting event and a theatrical production. So yesterday, when they had that press conference, you did see the promoters there. You did see TGB, Tom Goose and Brown Promotions, GTD, Javante Tank Davis Promotions. But we did not see Man Down Promotions. And as the promoter, the financer, well, you know, he didn't know. Earl, Man Down ain't organized shit, man. You know that. But I just gotta pull out these things right here, right? These what's the names, right? These definitions. And the reason why I'm pulling those definitions up, right, is because of this, right? Maybe this is why I might know some of these things. Right? Let's see the definition of this. Management, right? Why don't we take it a step further, right? Because that might be too confusing, right? So let's just dumb it down a little bit. Manager. Let's go with manager, right? Or managers, right? Let's see some of the definitions of managers. Managers are responsible for the process of getting activities completed effectively with and through other people, setting and achieving the firm's goals through execution of 4 basic management functions: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Maybe that is why I can come on here and talk the shit that I say. Because when I read that definition right there of, what does that say again? Responsible. And I want to shout out my guy, WCS. WCS speaks about me sometimes. And he says some of these things right here, you know, in regards to some of the things that I have performed and do perform, right? Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So when I say I don't understand why, let's go back over here now. Because we gotta, you know, get some answers tonight, man. You know, you motherfuckers be on here talking this boxing. It's time to show and prove and answer. So when I say, why wasn't the promoter, the guy that finances and organizes this, not on deck? Why wasn't he on deck, y'all? And thank you, Christopher, for being over here and saying that Earl Spence is the promoter. Yes, he is, but he was not there. Maybe because of the legal situation with his former coach, who, when he just did an interview, there was no mention of who his new coach is. Is he still going to fight? Is he retiring? What's going on with that? Me personally, in great content earlier at WCS, I just felt like that interview was trash as well. It was trash. It was very vague. She didn't answer any good questions. There was a lot of the same redundance of, oh yeah, you know, I was out of, you know, this, then I'm back with my family, and we heard this before. Why is your coach suing you? We probably can't answer that now because Al was in court, but who are you going to work with now? And why did he feel that way, you know? that he was slighted, But these guys didn't even ask him that, man. But I think, he's just there for a check. Did y'all catch Javante saying that, man? You know what? You see why it's nice and quiet here, man? My kids will be home in a little bit, man. They are at my in-laws. Thank you. Appreciate that, Chris. You always support the channel, man. When I get these hats, Chris, you got yours coming, man. You definitely got yours coming, man. These people are slow, but you can't. Well, listen, one thing about me, I don't rush people, right? I know everything happens for a reason, right? Well, I thought the turnaround would have been quick, but it's not. You can't rush the process, man. You can't rush the process. But nonetheless, I will be having the product out and about. And be on the lookout for that. You know me. I have a lot of I have built a lot of good professional friendships. So don't be surprised if you see some hitters rocking my stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about, man. See, real recognize real or official fuck with official. I don't like to say real recognize real because a lot of times, a lot of these motherfuckers that you think are real are gizmos and characters, and they're fake, man. They're fake, right? Because to be honest, right, and I'm going to show you this right here. This is real right here. Pay attention to this right here. This is how you support your people, right? I'm going to show you how you support your people, right? This is real support right here. Watch this. Check this vibe I'm giving you. I'm going to show you support, right? Then I'm going to break down the support, how this is actual support, right? And that's the shit that you got to pay attention to, right? Because a lot of people will say they support you. They won't even smash a like button, right? Now look, this is support right here. I want you to pay attention to this support right here, right? I'm going to show it to you in two forms, and then I'm going to break down how it's support right here, right? Here is the first one. Now, I might have talked about this briefly before, but here is the first one. Look, this is support right here. Free support right here. And this goes a long way right here. Pay attention to this, right?
Yeah.
Right? Did you see that one? Right?
Hey, you guys. A shout out to Sauce Talk Podcast. You guys enjoy it. It's a good one.
Did you see that one? Now watch this one.
Yo, Zaga, Slime Master.
Yo, man, shout out to Sauce Talk, man. We in books and shit now.
Oh, man, what's that feeling like, man? First press conference, you walking out, the people are noticing you, saying, yo, he's in that book. He's in that book, man. What's that feeling like, man?
It feels good, man. I actually want to get it going for this fight, man. Get it out the way,
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I'm going to break this down to you how that was, we need answers tonight, but I'm giving you guys the answer. This is why these content fakers, these stagnated guys could never fuck with me, right? They talk about all these things, right? I just showed you support to the highest form, right? Stitch Duran, movie star. Rocky Balboa, probably one of the most decorated cutmans, hand rappers in the game. What did he do? He did a drop for me, and he said, shout out to the Source Talk podcast. It's a really good one. You should check it out. Support. Then you had Jamali Tucker. Same thing with the card. And also what? The merchandise. He had on the original Source Trucker hat saying that. But then the Mona Lisa, right? This was the Mona Lisa, right? And I always use certain things just to throw it in these guys' faces to show how I'm lapping them, right? That was a magazine. Yeah, that was a magazine, man. I don't know how many people have magazines, right? But that was Jihad Tucker in a magazine saying, shout out to so-and-so. We in magazines now, right? And then if you look in the back of that, right, my brother had on one of the exclusive hats. exclusive Sauce hats. We only made a couple of those because those were collector items. He had on the fire tan one. I had the tan one. Now the fatigue ones are coming back out again. But I had a tan one, a fatigue one. They were customized, limited editions. He had on that one. See, that's support right there, man. That is support. He said, shout out to Sauce Talk. We in magazines now, man. In magazines. And then I come on this goddamn internet and I listen to unsuccessful. Yeah, you motherfuckers are unsuccessful to me, man. To be honest, man. I gotta call a spade a spade. I see you guys sit around for hours and hours doing content with no growth. No growth. But yeah, you talk about me and my family, and not only am I in magazines, right? Not only am I in magazines, right? When this hotel is no longer on hotels, but I was unsuccessful staying here.
Over to the Wayans, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know what I mean? You know the vibes. Team Tucker Life. Take it around here for y'all. Something light. You know. Out here on the balcony.
I was unsuccessful, man. Motherfuckers told me I was unsuccessful. And I was like, God damn, I'm doing things and showing things that unsuccessful people don't achieve, man. Don't achieve, right? Not only that, right? Then I was getting real hitters in the game. And look, this is unedited right here. This is what he really said. I didn't even get to drop. Yes, this is the Sauce Talk with Keyshawn Davis.
The Sauce Talk, okay.
First off, yeah, Sauce Talk, okay. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. I'm gonna get to him in a second, right? Matter of fact, I'll get to him right now. Keyshawn Davis, they just had the for those of y'all, man, when you were in Vegas and they have real boxing fans, you guys will love this shit. They have like a fan expo in Vegas. They always have it around the big fights. They had it this weekend. Canelo Alvarez was fighting. This is where a lot of the fighters, they bring out their merchandise. It's an expo. I think you got to pay to get in, and it's good though. But Keyshawn Davis, the videos are out there. I'm not gonna play the videos on this because I gotta play smart now, man. Like I told y'all the other day. They don't watch me, but my video got flagged. I got a copyright strike. I got a strike, right? Little old me, I got a strike. These rat internet bastards, right? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it, right? But yeah, I got a copyright strike, so that's why you don't see me sharing videos and shit that's not mine. Cause I got to be mindful of that, right? Because these guys would love for me to get my channel shut down. It is what it is. They would love that, man. Because they know deep down inside, these guys know when it comes to coming on the internet and doing your ones and twos, they can't even fuck with me. Continue to keep buying your views and, do all your fancy tricks and all that. But when it comes down to X's and O's, like Cat Williams said, and we got to line up and, you got to present what you can do and show what you can do. You motherfuckers can't tie your shoelace, man. You can't tie your shoelace, man. So yeah, go run with that, man. He said, yeah, that's the one. That's one of my dudes. Yes, Keyshawn Davis put the pressure on Teofimo Lopez. He wants to fight him. He's on his gooey goon, man. He's down with Team Crawford, man. He's down with Team Crawford, man. They're applying pressure to the guy. They're applying pressure to the guy, man. I didn't even share this. I think they took me off of Facebook, man. They took me off of Facebook. I gotta reconnect my shit to Facebook, man. Yo, Chris, you doing anything? You want to come on, Chris? Are you still out there? Feel free, man. Let me put my link out there. This is for Chris, man. It's only for Chris, man. If any of you got other guys try to, hit the link, I'm not letting you in, man. This is only for my guy, Chris, man. The rest of you guys, kick rocks, man. I don't want to deal with you. I don't want to build with you. I don't want to talk to you right now, man. But Chris, if you're out there, you want to come on and let me interview you, Chris, let me get some feedback from you because I do respect you as a supporter, as an investor in the brand. I do respect you as somebody that watches boxing and support boxing. A lot of these other guys, they can kick rocks, man. They're like that guy that comment. Look, let me read you this comment. This guy had the audacity to say, right? This is probably somebody that knows me or knows Earl Spence or is an idol worshiper because they comment from ghost accounts, right? But listen to this bullshit, right? That's what I told them on my live. Man, suck your mother, right? But listen to his dialect, right? Let me get my guy Chris in here, right? I want to get Chris's opinion on this. Shout out to Christopher White in the building, man. How are you doing on this Sunday evening?
Doing pretty good. The Sauce, Coach Sauce, how you doing, man?
You don't gotta call me Coach Sauce. I just wanted to just put that out there, man. I just wanted to put that out there. Nah, but listen to this though, Chris. Let me get your opinion on this, right? This is what somebody had the audacity to say about me, man. He said, "Bro, why are you always blasting or slandering something? What the fuck, right? Every time I turn up on my algorithm, you're blasting someone." Trying to prove some shitty point. No one cares about like, bro, how's your day going? Why are you always mad or belittling somebody? Are you okay, my brother? Christopher, how do you feel about that? That's what somebody said about me and my content. You are somebody that supports this channel, that knows the content that I put out. Does that description, what this guy said about me, fit, the news by Shanewz?
It doesn't to me. I like your content. They need to understand, man, this is real content. This ain't no playing around. People like to be lied to, man. I don't understand it, man. I'm very confused about that, man. They just like, and then they get their booty hurt when you tell them the truth. So, man, whatever.
Absolutely, but if I knew who this guy was, I would have shared the content with him and said, why don't you check out these couple of interviews that I just did this last couple of weeks since all I do is slander and I'm always mad. Check out the Charles Conwell interview. Check out the D'Angelo Muscle interview. Check out the JoJo Diaz interview, right? If I'm such a slander and always mad. I don't listen. To be honest, he said I'm mad. That's how when he used that, that's how I said, okay, I know you're from over there, but that
no disrespect.
Go ahead.
No disrespect, Sauce, man. I was on one of your lives, man, early in the morning, and somebody gonna call you names right off the bat. I don't want to say what they called you. You know what they called you.
Of course, Beetlejuice.
Yeah. So come on, man. I don't understand these guys. Like, they want to play games on the internet, act weird, and then I don't understand that, Sauce. I don't.
Chris, you gotta remember this, right? A lot of times, guys try to put things on your jacket that they are. He said I was mad. I'm like, bro, what am I mad about, right? But I think, like I said, he's from over in that camp because that's one of the things that they put on me back in the day. That I was mad I couldn't come to the gym. I was mad I couldn't do this. So what did I do? I go to the gym all the time now.
Yep.
So I guess I'm still mad, right? I'm still mad. But that's what you deal with. But let me talk to you tonight, Chris. How did you enjoy the fights last night, man?
Man, I watched the Mario Barrows fight. That was a pretty good fight. And then I watched the main event, and I wanted to talk to you about it. I wanted to ask what you thought about it, but what I thought about it was that with Canelo, I give him props for his knockdown. That was a good undercut.
Uppercut, yeah, that was nice.
But it kind of gave me vibes of I wish that I'm not a Charlo fan, but if Charlo had a fight like that, he would have had a better chance. Maybe he could win the fight. And the young boy, the young guy, I mean the young man. I don't want to call him a boy because he's a man. I thought he did okay. You know what I mean? He just, he ran out the. Freddie Roach had a good game plan. If he could have kept doing that, he could have got Canelo. You know what I mean? And I know you always talk about Tim Bradley, man. Those announcers, and I'm not talking about what WCS said. I was thinking that before WCS, man, that was horrible last night, man. I mean, they gave the young boy no credit, man. Everything was Canelo, 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 Canelo. I'm like, come on, man. You know what I mean? They act like McGee didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Sauce, I mean, what's up with that?
You know how that goes. It's the house money, man. Canelo was the man.
Don't mess up the bag.
Yeah,
don't mess up the bag.
Canelo is the man, so you know how that goes, right? That was going to be what it was going to be because it's Canelo. You know, it's Saul. It's Saul, right? He could do no wrong, right? I just think it was another Canelo fight. Jaime Magia did his part, right? But I just think like, yo, man, Canelo's, he does what he wants to do, man. He's the modern day Floyd Mayweather, bro. It's like, he's gonna be able to fight whoever he wants to fight, and the fans is gonna talk about it. But I think slowly but surely, the tides are turning, though, bro. The tides are turning. Like to me, his fights and the excitement around his fights, it doesn't. He doesn't have that right now. He's gonna have to fight either Crawford or Benavidez or somebody that the people are wanting him to fight. I think that knockdown kind of helped him a little bit because it got people talking. You see you talking about it. You like the combination, the uppercut. But other than that, man, he got to step it up, man. He got to step it up.
I give him that because he seemed kind of tired. He was getting word out, and then that undercut, and then kind of got him more like, he was doing the same thing, blocking, but he wasn't like all those punches wasn't, I mean, he wasn't blocking all these punches. He was getting hit too. You know what I mean?
He was getting touched up. He was. He definitely was.
But if you listen to the commentators, they was like, "Oh, Canelo, he blocking on." I'm like, "Come on, bro! You ain't looking at what fight are you watching?"
They going off the script, man. It's the program. They got to go off the script, man. But let me ask you this, man. Tank Davis, listen, I know I talked with some people behind the scenes, and I don't like to use this terminology for another grown man, but it is what it is, right? Up here in New York, this is what we would say, man. Tank Davis pretty much sunned Frank Martin yesterday at that press conference, right? And when I watched it, Frank Martin, to me, he had the energy of a guy that the lights is too bright. And I say that with confidence. See, this is a guy that he has been moved like a gimmick, right?
Yeah.
Hold on one second. The natives have made it home, y'all. The natives have made it home. But he was getting sunned to me, right? And his energy, right? Like how Tank was just dictating the press conference and like fronting on him. And to me, Frank Martin I think he's just gonna be over his head, man. He's gonna be a deer in the headlights. And then you add to the fact that his promoter, the guy that campaigned for him to get this fight, is not there right now. Like I told people leading up to this shit, it was going to be an awkward what's the name because the coach and the promoter are in court. So like, what type of You know, it's just a weird vibe, man. But what's your thoughts on it, Chris? Go ahead.
Uh, when I looked at Tank and I looked at that whole conference, I think he's just promoting the fight. But Frank, he don't he don't show no energy, man. I mean, he did sun him though. You know, he was talking his mess. You know, putting his hand in his finger, doing all anything. I'm gonna sleep with your. I don't know about. I
Yeah,
ain't
the
gonna
girl
say
shit.
sleep with.
Yeah, he said, yo, and your little girl, you know, your shorty. Yo, Frank was like, man, Frank is a bozo, bro. But I been told you that, man. He's just showing that shit now, man. It's like, dude, man, you on the big screen. Like, they got to work with you a little bit more, man. Like, you know, but it is what it is, man. He comes from the Goof Troop pack over there. You see Frank violated Derek James. I was just here for a chat. Yo, Derek had the laugh. Yo, Derek had on, look, that's, AKA Robin Hood looks. Yo, Derek always trying to look like somebody else, man. Now he's rocking the clear frames again, right? But he had to laugh it off like, yeah, you're looking for a check. I wish somebody would have asked him, speaking about Derek, right? You know, like these media people that be on assignment at these spots, right? They never ask no real questions, right? Ryan Garcia popped dirty, 2 PEDs in the system. Did anybody bring that up to Derek James? Did anybody?
No.
Did anybody even want to ask? Look, they didn't ask him that. They didn't ask him about the court situation. Nothing. He's just there. He's always there. He gets a free pass. Like shout out to my man, the Wild the Hater. I seen him, but he was just like, yo, DJ, like man, ask DJ some real shit. Shout out to Ed Conquest in the building, man.
So, Sauce, would they get in trouble asking questions like that though? I have to ask you, man, because I don't know.
Yeah. That's why they don't answer. You know, they don't want to lose their press pass. That's why to me, like I said, man, the media game is a bunch of bullshit, man. It's not if you're a sellout, if you're what I like to call a dick in the ass type of guy, by all means you could go far in the media game. But if you're somebody like me that's gonna be like, yo, I don't give a fuck about get your credential. If I come to the fight, and I'm gonna do me regardless, so I don't need your credential. You know, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna make my phone calls. I'm gonna get it shaking. I don't want your credential. If me getting your credential, I can't work and move how I want to move. I don't want your credential because at the end of the day, what is a credential? It's a working pass. And how you deem work and how I deem work is two different things. So if I can't ask the type of questions that I want to ask, I don't want your pass.
Makes sense.
Yeah. But if you're, like I said, if you are a dick in the ass type of guy, and you know, they can tell you, listen, you can't ask this, you can't ask that. Have your phone out, follow him. You can follow him and you know, make sure you bring up his sports coat. And say, oh wow, those are nice glasses. Where are those? What kind of frames are those? Those are nice. You can ask questions like that. Please don't ask him nothing about the lawsuit with Earl. Don't ask him nothing about the Ryan Garcia PEDs. And you know, just comment like, oh, say, oh man, Derek, you're in great shape. Are you still running? Are you still jogging on the all accesses? That's the type of shit that they want. Yeah, that's the type of dick in the ass media people they want, man.
Damn.
You know? But overall, though, how do you see the fight playing out for this first press conference, man? You know, Frank Martin, listen, I'm being nice, man. That's why I'm asking you, right? Because I don't want to bite his head off, man. But this guy, right? I want to get your opinion on this, right? I'm gonna give my opinion, and then you can, you know, debunk it, say whatever, man. You don't have to agree with me, right? But
okay.
listen to this shit, right? I'm watching this shit, right? And I'm saying to myself, who the fuck are you, Frank? Right? Pardon my language, right? But I gotta talk my shit, man. I'm saying to myself, yo, who the fuck are you, Frank? Right? This dude says, did you hear him in a press conference say, oh, you never been in there with nobody like me? Motherfucker, who are you, first of all? Who have you been in the ring with that's like Tank, bro? Like, oh, you ain't been there with nobody like me. You went for a surprise. Last time we seen you, you fought a dude. You look like you was in for a surprise, bro. Don't run into nothing. You better not run it. Like who told him to go out there and just say this bullshit, man? Look, I'm done, Chris. I'm done. Go ahead, Chris. What was your thoughts, man?
When it comes to Frank, though, man, and what I did not like what I didn't like about him and Tank at the end of the thing when they was up there with the camera, I mean with the phone,
Yeah.
Sauce. What the hell was that? But I think
he was showing them some of the highlights when he probably rocked his ass, and Frank knew what was up. You know, Frank was like, don't post. Frank probably was like, don't post that shit. You gonna fuck the fight up? Don't post that shit. You gonna fuck the fight up? Don't post that shit, bro.
But Sauce, I think Frank is going off the sparring. You know what I mean? We know what Floyd said. You can be undefeated with the sparring, but
Frank said that he rocked him. He said he rocked Tank, man. We'll see June 15th, man. I think he's gonna get hurt, man. I think Tank is gonna beat the shit out of him, man. You know, that's why he's trying to be nice. Like, if you noticed it, right? He act like he wanted to turn up. But then he was catching flashback of his big homie, his promoter wasn't there. That turned up. And you see how that turned out, right? You know, he talked all that crazy shit about Crawford and went out there and got his head whooped on, right? So, I think that's in the back of Frank Martin's mind, too, because Frank knows, man. Like, he's not really like that, like Javante said. Javante told him, like, bro, you're not like that. Now, all that suburb shit, it doesn't matter. He could be from the suburb. If you could fight, you could fight. But I just think that, like, the shit that Frank was saying, like, you're not like that, Frank. You know, you had the startup kid on. You know what the startup kid is, right? That's the jewelry, the look. He had the look. You know, I was like, come on, man. You look like the typical PBC fighter right now, but the lights is gonna be too bright for you, Frank. That first press conference, you did not pass with flying colors.
Yeah. He's in some trouble to me. I think Tank gonna win this fight, and I want to know who he gonna fight next. I heard he said my guy's name, but I don't know.
Who Shakur?
Yep,
Shakur guy.
He did. That's my guy. He called him out.
Everybody wants to fight Frank, man. But listen, I haven't had you on for a while, man. Right? Because I haven't really been on for a while. But we really didn't discuss Devin, man, the Devster. Devin the dude, right? We didn't really discuss the dude, Dev, right? Now Dev, he didn't get the fight. It didn't go his way, but Ryan was dirty. Now Dev is looking to get the O back. That's cool to get your O back, but it doesn't take away the damages. You know, your jaw and your cheekbone are still looking a little swollen. I think that's what really matters. What's your thoughts, Chris?
He'll never be the same. I know that. I have to say he'll never be the same. Ryan Garcia, he really that left hook really messed him up. And I'm not gonna say he's scared. I've been saying this since me, Bill, and Devin Haney been around, is that they gonna keep on running, but I don't think Devin gonna be the same, man. Yeah, Ryan did cheat. I know he did. I mean, what can I say? But he'll never be the same. No.
Yeah, to me, man, he did like that interview that he did. The little, I think it was like 5 minutes, man. They gave him like a 5-minute clip on Sports Center. He didn't sound right, man. I didn't like that.
Right.
I didn't like. And I was talking with somebody about this. They whoever sent him out there, they should have coached him a little better, because like. They say, I felt overmatched, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you felt overmatched because he was on the PEDs, right? But prior to you being overmatched, your father said you was gonna kill this man. You slapped the shit out of him, right, on the Empire State Building. The fans, your fans, up until the 7th round, till you got caught with that shot, they said you was whooping his ass. So how did you feel overmatched? But yeah, you was doing good. Like I said, this to WCS. The steroids didn't really kick into the 7th round. Speaking of WCS, there he is. Shout out to WCS in the building. Yeah, but yeah, the steroids didn't kick into the 7th round because that's when the fight should have been stopped. But up until the 7th round, he didn't seem like he was overmatched. He was in the fight, but I think the 7th round, that's when Derrick James, aka Panama, slipped him another Mickey. And he went to work, man.
He said AK Panama. Damn, dog.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't put that tag on DJ, man, he gonna be pissed, dog.
Yo, listen, man. Your fighter was dirty, Panama. You know what I'm saying? How you ain't know your fighter was dirty, man? Your fighter was dirty, man. But yeah, in the 7th round, that shit kicked in. It probably took a couple rounds to warm up. It was like a Viagra, for the guys that use the Viagras. Well, WCS, what's going on with you? How you doing tonight, man?
What's up, WCS too?
Yeah, salute WCS.
I don't give Derrick James no credit though, because Derrick James, he was all surprised in the 2nd round, I heard. So he don't get no money.
Listen, that's why I said they had him on deck out there, man. They should have asked him what was up, man. Like he give these guys passes, bro. They really be giving these guys passes. Like there was no mention of like, yo, Ryan Potwell,
No questions asked. And Shanewz, right? Can't you see the change? What up, Christopher? How you feeling, bro? It's the change that's going on because you know how they are presetting these pressers now. Like you can't even ask about current events. Nobody asked Derek about anything.
Nothing.
Nobody's freaking asking Frank Martin about EJ.
Nothing.
That's your promoter.
Well, he wasn't even there.
He wasn't even there, but yet Frank was there. Frank up here busy trying to do the same thing Ryan Garcia did. Hey, man, I want to kick logic with you, man. Man, come on. Ain't nobody trying to hear that logic, man. Tank say you ain't ready.
And then when you see when they asked him about Ryan popping dirty and all that, how the answer that he gave, it was like, yo, this shit was weak, man. This shit was just weak to me, man. But I'm glad you brothers is on here, so I don't really have to vent and say what I really want to say. I did a little bit with Frank, but I want to get your thoughts on that, man. This guy, Frank, man. And I'm going to say it again. I don't know if you heard me say it. It's like, Frank, who the fuck are you, man? Oh, you never been there with nobody like me. Who are you right now, Frank? like last time I checked, Javante's been there with hitters, bro. Leo Santa Cruz is a champion. Frank, you haven't been a champion yet, bro. You talking about you ain't been in there with a guy like me. Frank, what have you done, man? Like, your probably biggest win is Michelle Rivera, a guy who act like he didn't know how to fight a southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you talking about, Frank? Like, I don't get this guy sometimes, man. Maybe he needed the girls up there and all that, man. Because you talking about you ain't never been, don't run into nothing. When has Javante ran into shit? Javante's the one that makes guys run into shit. So you better not run into nothing.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts though, WCS?
Man, it's just typical how dudes, every dude I knew that was Frank, man. I don't know. They give me Frank vibes, I mean, I just felt like he should have been on Demon Time with Frank, but he was up there trying to kick logic like he was just kicking it with Fred Flintstone and Winnie the Pooh over there. You know what I'm saying? The things in the ring or whatever. I'm like, You should have been on that type of time where you disrespecting Tank just like.
I think he was scared, to be honest. When Tank started talking that old Mike Tyson barbaric shit, where he was like, "Yeah, man, they can't fight for you." He was like, "No, like, listen, all the people that sit here, that's with you, they ain't getting in that ring with you. They is not getting in that ring with you. All you people you brought up in here with you, come June 15th, we get in that ring." I think Frank got a little nervous, man. Frank knows it's gonna get real underneath the lights with the 8-ounce gloves on, man. I think Al Chinchek is gonna just, like you said, he's gonna stop him. He's gonna knock him out too.
Yeah, I think it's gonna knock him out.
Let me ask you guys this, right? I know everybody goes crazy over Frank, how muscle bound and big he is. Did he look kind of big at the weigh-in? Like, not even the weigh-in. I mean, the press conference. He still got some pounds to cut, man.
He looked kind of, with a black shirt on, though. Sauce, he kind of looked big. Compared to Tank, like, Tank is always the one that they always try to say he's never on weight. That is true.
Tank looked like, if the fight was next week, he's ready. Frank looked like he might be out there with EJ on Mount Charleston, trying to get down to 135, man.
Yeah.
We lost WCS. He probably got a phone call. Yeah, man.
But yeah, he looked kind of big, but he all right though. He get there.
They got like another month, a little over a month. But it was just, that stuck out to me because, when you look on social media, everybody's like, "Yo, Frank Martin is ripped. He shredded it." He looked kind of big, man. He looked like a little welterweight, man. He got some weight to drop, man. Are you training? What's going on, Frankie? What's going on there, Frankie? What's going on there, Frank? Yeah, focus, Frank. Like I said, there's a lot going on in that circle. The coach is suing the promoter. The promoter's doing interviews, and he fired the guy. Like, it's a strange environment over there, and it's unfortunate that would have been a great question. That's why they don't like me, right, as media, because that would have been the number one question that I would have asked. I would have said, this is, and look, I would have used my professional name. I would have said, this is Shalom Jones, the news by Shanewz. I just want to know, how awkward is it to, your coach and your promoter are in court? Is that awkwardness, trickling over to training camp, and because, he's not allowed in the gym, and how does that work? No, we didn't get none of those questions, man.
Right, didn't get none of it.
He kicked Derek alleged kicked EJ out the gym. So how is, as the promoter, how are you checking up on your fighter to make sure he's, getting to work and all of that? If you can't go to the gym, I would have asked that question, man. But EJ wasn't there, and the media that was there, they couldn't answer questions, I guess, Chris. I don't know, Chris. I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I do want to ask you though, with Errol Spence, he coming out to play now with an interview. It was garbage, but I wanted to ask you, he don't have Derek James no more, so who are you gonna go to train him?
Yo, I said that too. Like, why did the tax lady, income tax, H&R Block, right? I don't know her name. I'm just being nice, right? Why didn't she ask that? She was interviewing this guy. Why didn't she? But she just brought up all the shit that we know already. Oh yeah, you went off the path. You're back with your family. You this, that. Like, come on, we know all this already. What's up? The man is being sued by his coach. Are you the one that did the tax work for him and told him that he don't have to pay him to? Oh no, it was Al. It was Al. That's what he said in the document. Al. But yeah, man, yeah, she dropped the ball too, man. You see what I call that shit? I call that shit XO on the rocks. Well, no, Ayo on the rocks, his girl. Part 2. You know, he just did another interview, like with a female. And just, you know, they just, you know, didn't ask nothing important. You know?
Right.
Like, are you retiring? Are you fighting again? Like, none of that. Like, she dropped the ball, man. I think he was just doing her a favor because maybe she wants to just, you know, roll her brand down. Because she did say he was her client, that she's his tax lady. So you get interviewed by your tax lady now. So maybe, like I said, she's trying to grow her brand.
All right. Hey, it's a lot of money. There's a lot of money living on the ranch, man. Those horses and chickens and everything, man. You need to get in the ring pretty soon, Sauce.
Yeah, well, you know, if he didn't pay Derek, you know, he probably got a lot of money still. Yeah, it's just comedy, yeah. It's just comedy. Yeah, it's just comedy, yeah. Don't be mad at me. Like, man, fuck you, Sauce. You always over there talking shit. I'm just saying, though, right? If he didn't get paid, that's a lot of extra money, though, right?
Yeah.
That's a lot of extra money, man. It's a couple of M's, man. Because what Derek is doing for $5 million, that's a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of money, man. $5 million is a lot of money, man. So, you know, look, think about it, Chris. Like what you just said, right? He hasn't fought in a while, right?
Yeah.
But if he's owing Derek, what Derek is doing for $5 million, he can sit out the ring for a while, man. That's $5 million that he alleged has somewhere, right? Derek didn't get paid, so he might be okay.
Yeah, that's money though.
Yeah, you know, that's a lot, man. So I'm just saying, man. We just gotta wait to see what happens, though, man.
Okay.
Wait to see what happens, man. But go ahead.
I did want to ask you another thing in WCS with this is that I'm very happy that the Terrence Crawford card. That ain't no, you know, behind the scenes, how much they getting and everything like that. I think we need more of that in boxing because I don't care how much they make. I just want to see the fights, the best fight the best. And I want to know your opinion about that in WCS when he's back on the panel.
That's a great card. It's a great card. When you got Richie Rich, aka the Turk. You know, with it seems like a limitless bank account. You know, great card, man. Great card. And they supposed to be trying to add more fighters to it, but right now, you know, that card is stacked. You know, the fight that I'm looking forward to, and shout out to my man Drew. We was talking about this last night. Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu. Because I think they kind of ruined Virgil Ortiz, man. I think, you know, Virgil Ortiz is going to be the next Texas, Dallas guy. He's out of Grand Rapids or Grand Prairie. Sorry about that. I'm thinking of Floyd Mayweather, Grand Rapids. He's out of Grand Prairie, Texas, like a suburb outside of Dallas. But I think he's going to be the next Dallas, you know, Texas guy to fall victim. Because, and I say that to say this, right? He's been fighting guys like Thomas DeLorme, all these guys that have not put up no resistance. And I think the moment he gets a little resistance, because he's going to get some resistance from Tim Tszyu, I think he's in trouble, bro. I think he's in trouble. I think, like, you know, they ruin these guys, man. When you're not used to fighting, right? And then you gotta weather the storm. I think it's just gonna go all bad for you. Go ahead, guys.
I think I agree. Hell of a card, August 3rd, man. I mean, unbelievable. I don't think this card ever could have been put together in the state of boxing that we have currently
Right.
if it wasn't for Turk Al Sheik. He's the only one that could have put this together. I think the best fight on the card is Virgil Ortiz and Tim Tszyu. I think that's the best fight on the card. I'm not talking about as far as what they're fighting for. I'm talking about style for style, in my opinion.
Yeah. Should be
Yeah, my drum
fireworks.
was messing up earlier, man. It kicked me off for some reason.
It's all right. It's all good. But that card should be fireworks, man. Fireworks, man. I'm looking forward to August 3rd, man.
Hey,
You know
have you
what?
heard? Have y'all heard Edgar Belanga's supposed to be next up for Canelo, bro?
It's looking like
Yeah.
that. It's looking like that to keep.
You know, because he was up there in
keep
Caleb
Pound
Plant's face.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Caleb Plant face for no reason, just out here trying to kick up dust all over
Did
the
I-
place,
I
getting
sent you-
into it with David Morrell and
I
all
said you
that.
to sit with David Morrell too. Yeah. He's selling wolf tickets, man. He knows what to do. I think, what y'all think about this? With the David Morrell and the Caleb Plant, right? And then he might possibly be getting Canelo, right? Then he did the shit with Caleb, and I think I said this yesterday. He's front when it comes to Caleb Plant. They would never let him fight Caleb Plant. Stylistically, it's a train wreck waiting to happen for him. But for him to sit up there and say, yo, I'll knock you the fuck out and all of this shit, right? it sounded
And Caleb
good.
said, "No, you won't. No, you
Yeah,
won't.
no, you won't.
No, you
It,
won't."
it sounded, I wish Caleb would have slapped him so something could have popped off.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted him to when he was like, take your glasses off. Just to spice it up, but he did. But I want to get your thoughts on that. Yeah, WCF, I see you talking about it. What about you, Chris? Do you think Edgar Berlanga could even do anything with Caleb Plant?
No, I think Caleb, he got good boxing skills. He'll beat him. Yeah, he outpulling him. And
I think
he's still green. No, man. No.
he ain't really. They've been holding his hand, man.
Yeah.
They've been, especially after that Tyson Fury card, he almost got clipped. Yeah, he almost got clipped, man.
This is the same dude, right? He used to do push-ups in the ring when he messed up and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, now when they was feeding them, the cab drivers and the gardeners and the forklift drivers and all that shit, yeah. He was going in there with guys that was getting they was getting the assignment. They was told, and he was not, man. That's when he was the first round killer. I think he broke Mike Tyson's record. He had like the most. They even ran with that. Remember that used to be one of his AKAs, the Puerto Rican Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
They was building him
When
up.
he was up there telling people he was a monster. I'm a monster.
Yeah, I'm a monster. Yeah, that's crazy. Edgar, though, boxing's all about, your connections, man. Because if this does turn out to be what it is, the September that he gets the Canelo Alvarez fight, man, it's going to be sad. But it's just, it's boxing, man. So it's all about your connections, man, who you connected to. And,
Well, I thought Mar Charlo was connected to Grand Pooba.
About to say
who and I say this respectfully, who the stockholder, the guy that sells off his stock.
Since you're talking about stock, he might be called the shepherd. He may have turned into the shepherd because he's leading his sheep astray.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't think they got the money for Canelo right now, man. You know, I think Canelo. I think he might be done with them, right? This was it yesterday, the third fight, right? Or does he have one more with them? They might not have the funds in September, man. They got to pay Tank in June, right? They might not have the money, man. You see, he's still got a lot of the other brothers to pay over there if they all going to get on any cards. Shout out to Toby in the building, the UK. He said 16 KOs. Yeah, that was Edgar, man. They was feeding Edgar Berlanga a lot of Edgar bologna. he was getting a lot of bologna sandwiches, man. He was getting guys out of here in the first round. He said, "I'm a monster, Dre." Shout out to SOG, the pastor now. He said, "I'm a monster, Dre. I'm a monster." Dre was like, "Man, you ain't fought nobody yet, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man." But if he gets the Canelo fight, man, it's like,
Man, it's gonna be just Canelo, man. You know, doing what Canelo does. What he gonna get for this fight? Another 30 mil for Edgar Berlanga? Man, come on, man. Cause he got an O on his record. Man, come on.
You guys think he might get Spence as well? If you don't,
I think, man, after watching that interview with his tax lady, I don't know nothing. EJ's done, man.
he like to go to Winky's link. So you know.
Yeah, he do, don't man. He ain't lying on that. The weakest link, which had to be the strongest link for his upcoming case. His tax lady.
He might be done, man. He might be trying to sneak out the back door very soon. He ain't show up for his fight as the promoter. This is the biggest fight of his career. The fight that Earl Spence, you know, you had content creators saying that Earl Spence made this fight happen for him and all that. Wasn't there though. As the promoter, was not there. You know.
What now?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, WCS, like I told Sauce, man, what you thinking about those announcers, man? Those announcers were so biased, man, that Canelo fight, man. I mean, damn. I thought Tim Bradley was bad. I thought he was bad. Damn.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. After the first round, I watched the rest of the fight on mute, man. I just no. I usually watch the fight on mute anyway, but they was just Canelo happy, man. Just Canelo soup, Canelo jello, Canelo pudding, man. Canelo everything, man. Sweet potato pie, all that.
Because when I watched the fight, I was like, I like how the young man, he was in the middle of the ring. I said, damn, Jamel Charlo could did the same thing. It would have been a better fight. But dang, I mean, I was like, man, I almost fell asleep.
Jamel had the Flo Joe, aka Carl Lewis, Michael Johnson orders. He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yep.
He's gonna run away when it gets hard. and then when Canelo bust him upside his head, they made the call like, no, Canelo, spare him.
He became Colin Kaepernick. I want to fight for something. You know, I don't like the way I've been treated in boxing.
He bended the knee.
I want everybody to take a knee.
Yeah, he bended the knee. He was a knight. Canelo knighted him. He bended the knee.
He did, man.
Yeah, he went out, man. He did it for the culture, man. He did it for the culture. No, y'all see, nobody has seen him since, man.
Well, he did a video. He did a video with Chad Ocho, man. Unfortunately, you know, he was in the penthouse. He told Chad he was next up for Canelo. But I see that's not true because they saying that Edgar Berlanga's next up in September. That's when Charlo said he was coming back for Canelo.
Yeah, Charlo, man. I just hope he gets back to how he was when you was down there at Roy Jones's compound, man.
Yeah, he was awake, man. That's you know what I'm saying? He was awake. He was clear-headed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on point, man.
He was clear headed, man. Just seems like his eyes weren't glossy. He wasn't slurring his speech. None of that.
You know, he was on point, man. He slipped back into like my man in Dreamgirls, Eddie Murphy's character. He was Jimmy Thunder early. He was dancing on the bad side. He slipped back to the bad side, man.
Yeah, he did.
He slipped back, man.
I really want the brother to get right. You know what I'm saying? But they assholes, man. So it's hard for me to root for an asshole, man. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely are a little bipolar. And they hot and cold. They you know, that's that, man. I just for him, you know, as a fighter, I just wish he would just get his shit together, man. Cause it's like, bro, you are a champion. He's still a WBC champion,
Yeah,
man.
still a WBC champion, man.
You know, it's like, bro, you're held to a higher standard, man.
Like 3 years, 4 years now.
Yeah, it's the hostage, aka Bruce Charlo. The hostage.
Look, he has no fight on the calendar for 160.
At
And he's
all.
still the WBC middleweight champion.
The
Wow.
champ, man, forever. I think his last title defense might have been Brandon Adams, man. The
Wow.
kid, or the guy before him. But it's been that long, man.
That's crazy.
It's been that long, man. It's been that long, man. Yo, I ain't gonna front though. That press conference though, it kind of got me excited for June 15th, man. You know, I want to see Franco get put to sleep, man. You know,
Franco, you call him Franco.
Yeah, Franco. I want to see Franco get put to sleep, man. Cause he just turned me off with like his energy was all off. Like, bro, come on, man. This is your opportunity, man. You don't even sound as sure. Even if I want to bet on the underdog, you don't even give me that vibe. Like you gonna see, you gonna see. He was almost stuttering. Like, is he gonna see? Like, are you confident? Like, then he disrespected your coach. He knows what's up. Like what? What's going on with you guys over there, man? He's just here for a check. Like, damn, Frank. Like,
Yeah, he was signing up.
What you think about them looking at that phone like that? Oh, that was the weakest, man. Like, what was that about? He was showing him sparring footage. So they up there looking at that shit together, man. That was stupid.
yo, Frank, the lights is too bright for him. Frank don't even, yo. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my reaction on the $1 Million Worth of Game interview they just dropped. Like, dude,
Oh my God.
his energy is just terrible, man.
It's just the fact both of them was in the same room together and you got that type of energy. That type of energy now.
It seemed like they was buddies and stuff. I
Yeah,
don't
like
like
they
that.
was best friends, man.
Frank,
BFFs,
and he is,
though.
man. Listen, Frank is getting a little He's happy, man.
He said he was gonna take it to the ceiling. Didn't somebody make a song about that back in the day, dancing on the ceiling?
He's happy, man. I ain't mad at you, Frank, man. But damn, you got a lot of content creators that they pushing your line, man. They think you really like that. I'm telling you, you gonna be the next world class furniture lazy chair, lazy boy.
Yeah. That recliner.
Adrian Bruner, he's supposed to fight Flair Cobbs, right?
Yeah, you know, man, come on. You know what, Adrian Broner. Supposedly he ain't with Don King no more.
What?
Yep, supposedly he ain't with Don King no more. And then you see Adrian Broner up there. He didn't say hardly anything, did he? He looked out of place. I think you said Shanewz, they didn't want him there or something.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said. Say it again.
Adrian Broner. I thought you said they didn't want him there.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
He was, he was there. Though. I think that was dope of Tank to even pull him on stage like that.
Yeah.
You know, because if you think about their history, him being a guy that bought AB, and I'm speaking
Yeah.
about AB bringing Tank to Floyd, and now where Tank's career is at. And to be honest, like Tank is the biggest guy over there under Canelo. As far as like us, the brothers, Tank is the biggest, man. He surpassed Earl Spence, and he's the face of the PBC for the brothers right now.
You're right about that, because I ain't doing no Canelo. No, heck no.
Who y'all think win between AB at this state in his career between him and Black Ops though?
Oh, man, I listened to you yesterday, right? And you was absolutely right, man. He's gonna go out there and say, I don't know, man. AB always looks good, man. He looks the part. If you looked at him yesterday, you're like, oh yeah, AB's in shape. But then he'll go out there and throw 5. And all that, like, yeah, bro, that's not it, man. That's not it, man. So I don't know, man. For like the two characters of boxing, it's entertaining, but you just don't know what AB you're gonna get, man.
Yeah, I agree with you with that, Sauce. I think if AB throw his hands, yeah, he looks good, but if he's defensive the whole time, nah.
AB hasn't let his hands go since I want to say when he fought when he told Leonard Ellaby,
Jesse Vargas.
Yeah, Jesse Vargas. I couldn't think of the name. Jesse Vargas, man. That was years ago at the Barclays Center, man. I'm just like WC. He's gonna go in there and give us the he ain't gonna turn it up, man. He gonna give the ill sound effects and the movement and all that. And nah, man, the round will be over. Like AB threw a astounding 8 punches. You like, that's it? You like all it's like only 8, man. Like, nah, man.
That sound like a puppy.
Yeah, and they fighting. That's like a month away now, getting close to it. That's June 7th.
Yeah, but it seemed like AB's a little pudgy as always.
That's it, man. That's it. But did you hear him say that he's trying to get? He can get back down to 140. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I heard all that. I heard it before too. So if look, I would be more inclined to say, okay, cool, I want to root for AB, depending on who he was training with.
Yeah.
Is he training with Calvin now? Because I don't see him in Kevin Cunningham's gym.
Kevin Cunningham slid on him. He's done.
Okay.
That would have been another good. These guys didn't ask nothing yesterday. And I seen that interview with AB, man. They didn't even ask none of that, man.
None of it.
I did, AB did throw a little bit of shade on Dev. I'm waiting to see the Devin Haney radicals get at him for that, man. I'm waiting for them to see them get at him.
You need me now.
It just seems like every time the brothers get together, they got to start beef. Like Tank is really trying. Okay, put it this way: Ryan Garcia, Devin. Who was the instigator? Ryan Garcia. Same thing. Now Tank must have seen what Ryan was doing. He don't want to act like he crazy, so he's trying to, every chance he get, he's trying to punk Frank, who don't have a personality. Frank don't have a freaking personality. He's trying to be too cool. You know what I'm saying? The only time you got a reaction out of Frank is when he mentioned his girl.
Oh yeah, he was done. Cause he knew she was a chicken. He got a little industry chicken. He got an industry chicken. That's why Javante said what he said to him, man. These guys love them industry chickens, man. You see, he's like, oh man, she with me now. He's trying to whip like, oh man, she with me. Like, man, shut that soft shit up, man. Tank is a savage, man. He's entertaining, man. Take that came a long way, man.
Yeah, Tank is a savage now with it.
Yeah, he came a long way, man.
See, Tank don't have to jump out of character to the extreme like Garcia. He knows how to get under people's skin, man.
Yeah.
And he's been trying to punk Frank. Frank trying to be friends with Tank.
Oh man,
and Tank is trying to punk him.
It's terrible. That's what turns me off. That's why I can't get behind dude, man. Cause it's like, yeah, you about to fight, man. When are you gonna turn your switch on? You trying to be this man's friend? He's gonna go out there and knock you the fuck out, man. Make you a poster, me. You trying to be all buddy. Hey, that $1 million worth. I'm telling you, tomorrow. I'm just saving the sauce for that one tomorrow, man. That $1 million worth of game interview with Wallow and Gilly, like, oh my God, these guys gotta stop this shit, man. They gotta stop this shit.
I thought it was, I said to myself, okay, to be honest, I haven't even looked at the interview because I wanted to give time to make its round so I can look at the comments and all that other stuff. But I saw just a little portion of it. And there wasn't no energy going on over there, man.
None.
It's the same thing. It's same conversation. Frank trying to sit there and be logical like he freaking 50 years old, man. Leave that to me, nigga. You were about to fight.
Yeah, man, turn up, man. This is your moment. You taking it to the ceiling. Lionel Richie's voice, yes. That was Lionel Richie. Toby, thank you for that. Yes. Take it to the ceiling, man. But listen, guys, I am going to shut this down. I appreciate you, good brothers, always coming over here, my real supporters, part of the Source Experience team, man.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Appreciate you guys, man. WCS, let them know where they can get what you at, what you got going on and all of that.
You know what it is, WCS, man. It's all about the support, man. One of the hottest in the game. Shanewz doing his thing behind the scene, Team Tucker official. Definitely check him out. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, man, salute to you. Continue to march on him. You're doing an outstanding job, man. And those of you that's in the chats, continue to support the brother. And, big shout out to Chris, who support, multiple channels. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to you. Much appreciated. I'm out here. Peace.
Appreciate you, WCS. And it's on you, Chris. Close the show out, Chris. You can close us out tonight, man.
Hey, what do I know? This is the Sauce Experience, man. You guys, man, this is the show. This is the show. This is the panel to get on. And thank you, Sauce, for all the love you give me, bro. For supporting you, bro. And keep doing what you do, bro. And you can do it again, man.
Always. The door is always open for you over here, man. I appreciate you stopping in tonight too, Chris. But hey, what do we know?
Oh man. Yeah, what do we know?
You know the vibes. Got him.
Peace out, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Yes, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. Shout out to those two good brothers coming over here, chopping it up. But let's close out with the ladies.
In the arena, look who I got. Ring girl.
Hi, Arena. Miss you, girls.
Hey. Thank you.
Yes, the news by Shanewz. This is the Source Experience. But hey, what do I know?
Like, subscribe, and hit that bell.